We need to help them.
Unaenda?
Hatuwezi mwacha.
Lazima. Hi, my name is Peter Kawa. I play Black, aka David Wasa, on Subterranea, which is now streaming on Showmax. Cheki hauelewi, hii radiation poisoning, hata pia sisi tunafektiwa.
Sawa, tuko kwa ingori wote pamoja na tunawategea.
Well, how it feels to feature in the first sci-fi series in Kenya is definitely something that any other actor would really be interested in, because it's not something that we've really experienced in our country. But this is the first that you get to explore some other aspect of my craft as an actor. But I've never really been in a thrilling, script or plot where there's a lot of, sci-fi elements, lights, people dying right, left and center, in your hands, in your arms. So there was so much to explore. I play Black. His real name is David Wasa, but they were color-coded within the same story. And who he is, without necessarily ruining the plot, the guy is a nurse. He's a nurse, and it's quite peculiar to, bump into men who are nurses, even though they do exist, but it just sounds a bit off. So he's a man who is going through his mental challenges. He is going through a problem that many people attribute to women, which is PPD, postpartum depression. And so this is a man who's going through that, and he had to escape so that he can have some free time. And then he enrolls into this project where human behavior is being studied. And when he gets in there, he realizes things are not as he thought they would be. He thought he would find peace. He thought he would find the serenity to actually go and just let out. He realizes that whatever he experiences in there is far much more than what he was experiencing outside the bunker. Now that I've played, especially even Black, he's a man who accepts that he's not perfect. But at the end of the day, as he grows, he realizes that he can do much better in terms of living for other people and not just for himself. What I love most about playing Black is the fact that he's a flawed man. He's a man who does not want to share his personal experiences with people. But with time, you see that he's a man who wants to have a redemption arc, where you see there's a lot of growth. When he starts out, he looks like a very troubled man with so much to hide. But with the time, he realizes that he becomes less about himself, but about, sacrificing some of his aspects to the people that he's been staying with in the bunker. Tujifiche diary room, mama. Leo ni meno zako. Part of the preparations that I did, just to make sure that I understand the character Black and just be ready for the psychological thriller that the Subterranea is, definitely would be to study, first of all, human behavior. How would they react if they were put in a room for more than a month, with strangers. And then part of the preparation as well, it was not really actor driven, but it was production driven. We were not allowed to have phones on set, so that we can feel that urge to want to connect to the outside world, but you cannot even have any devices on set. And yeah, interesting thing, this bunker does not have network. So some of the key moments that we had behind the scenes when we were working on Subterranea definitely would be the cast. We were brought together, 8 of us, put in a bunker, and we had to learn to live with each other. The fact that we had so much fun, it didn't feel like it was work. And I think that is what even the script needed. The script needed people who start off as strangers, but when the plot develops, you realize that these people now become a family, they become one, and they even now want to sacrifice, some of the things that they're holding on to for the rest of the team. That is the highlight. There's a day we did, actually the second last day we did 24 hours. We shot for literally 24 hours. Our call time was at 6. We walked into this lot, Mnet lot, at 6 in the morning, and we literally left the next day at 8. As the cast, definitely you'd have moments where you're not shooting, you'd come and sleep, but the crew were alive for 24 hours, and we literally celebrated them the next day. We just clapped for them when they say, you guys are awesome. They were tired with us, definitely, because we would refresh and come and we are fresh and would make the noise that we did also. And then we're like, guys, let's just go into the scene to end the home. We even made key holders for the crew as a cast. This is what we did to just appreciate the good work that they were doing. And this is the side that has the Subterranea logo. And this is the side that has their names and their designation.